Aerosoft and Tolis have just released their Airbus A340-600 for MSFS 2024, and today we're going to check it out from Frankfurt to Copenhagen on VATSIM. Hello there everyone and welcome to a new full flight video. Today, exciting video, we've got a new aircraft on the channel, the A340-600 from Aerosoft and Tolis. I have flown this aircraft a few times, probably about 3 times, so we're not brand new to the aircraft. We are aware of some of the differences and how to fly it. But yeah, today we're going to be taking it from Frankfurt to Copenhagen. We are Lufthansa 92 Whiskey, Airbus A346. Got a flight time today of 1 hour and 9 minutes. Cost index 34, cruising flight level 390, 326 passengers. We're departing runway 25 left today on the Marin 7 Foxtrot departure and arriving into Copenhagen on runway 22 right on the Mona 5 Charlie arrival. Now, GSX unfortunately doesn't work completely with this aircraft, at least I can't get it to work. I've even got a GSX profile downloaded as well. It seems to be able to board passengers and load cargo into the rear. However, it doesn't load cargo into the front, even though the door is open. So it's a bit of an issue for us. So we're not going to be loading through GSX on today's video, unfortunately, until they get that fixed. However, we are still going to be doing everything as normal. It's just GSX that will not be used for today's flights. Now, first of all, the key differences between the 340, 300 and 600. Obviously, the engines. I mean, look at these. These aren't quite hair dryers, are they? These are a bit bigger than the old hairdryer engines on the 300 variant, and also the aircraft itself is a lot noticeably longer. As you can see, we are on VATSIM as well with a bunch of traffic around us. There is ATC on at Frankfurt today. Usually would depart 25 Centre. However, 25 Centre is currently shut on today's today, so they've also replicated that on VATSIM. So we're taxiing down to 25 left. The aircraft is cold and dark, so we're going to get it all set up, switched on, and get this aircraft up to Copenhagen. So here we are in the Aerosoft A340 flight deck. Let me know what you guys think of it. Do you like the flight deck? I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on the texturing and colouring of it. I personally do think it looks a tiny bit washed out, and they could obviously do a bit better with the colouring and texturing, but do let me know in the comments what you think of the aircraft itself as well. Overhead panel, we're going to switch on battery 1, battery 2 and the APU battery, and then we're going to switch on external B, external A, not sure I'd done B then A. Switch on the IRSs, cruise supply can come on, and we're also going to switch on these thousands of fuel tanks, or fuel pumps. There's bloody loads of them. Seatbelt signs can come on as well. All of this can be switched on. Heading down to the pedestal, Unicom 4 now is absolutely fine, and the Unicom is going to be set on that side as well. Now, there is a bug with the aircraft itself, and that's when it comes to the ground spoilers. You need them constantly in the armed position, otherwise if they're not in the armed position, they come out to about here, and that also happens during flight as well. So we're going to keep them in the armed position to just not cause us any issues. Now, on the right hand side over here, we're going to go to MCDU menu and ATSU. We're going to go to the AOC menu and flight init. On this page, we're going to go to FM1 init page. I'm also going to turn the displays up nicely, and it's going to come up with our details. There we are. That is all come up as well. IRS init, align and confirm, and we'll also get the wind request in there as well. Now, like I said, departing Frankfurt on runway 25 left on the Marin 7 Foxtrot departure. So we'll just find that. There we go, Marin 7 Foxtrot. Insert that into the flight plan, and that comes up wonderfully. If you have a quick look at the charts on departure to show you all then. So the Marin 7 Foxtrot is this departure. Got initial climb of 5,000 feet. We're going to be taking off and then doing a slight right hand turn where it should be at about 3,500 feet. And then another right hand turn until we reach Tabum, and then we join up all the way on the departure up to Marin itself as well. Doesn't look as any initial climb altitude as such. Well, the initial climb clearance is 5,000 feet actually, so ignore me. I'm not sure why I said that. Okay, let's carry on planning the rest of the FMC then. The next thing we're going to want is the perf page, but before we do that, we are going to come over here and go to the Simbreif OFP. Oh, it's loaded it in already, which is great. We'll go to the weight and balance page, and we're also going to add some cargo. Let's just do maybe Should we do 3,000 each side? That looks good. And then we're going to apply these load values, and that should put our fuel on board, which it has. Cool. Let's also increase our lovely screens here. They need to be a bit brighter than that. Can't see anything. There we are. And we'll also turn up the brightness over here as well. Let's have a look at the departure ATIS. If we go to click in that, then receive messages, we've got the ATIS over here. It's company information Delta, runway 25 left. We have to report that we're using full length as well. As I said, yeah, 25 center is closed due to work in progress. We've got the wind 004 knots, broken 2,900, overcast 2,900 feet, and QNH is 1022. So we're going to set QNH 1022, switch these both to VOR and CSTR. And then we're going to set this to 5,000 feet as is the initial climb altitude. That can be set to TA as well. Nice, and now we can go to our takeoff performance page. We're going to just make sure all this is correct. So 25 left, that is all correct. QNH is correct. We'll do aircon on for departure, and we'll compute this. So we're going to have a flaps 1 with flex 71. So we're going to type in F71 for the flex temperature. It's going to be flaps 1/up 3.1. So we're going to put in 1 up 3.1, like so. V1 is going to be 139. Rotation speed 158 and 162. 158, 162. Brilliant, and that is all done in the MCDU. So what we can now do is request our pre-departure clearance. If you go to the ATC menu, and then we want the other request page. No, it's not other request. Where did I find this yesterday? I did find it somewhere. I think it was on... Right, I did... Oh, hang on. AOC. Next page, departure clearance. That's the one. Okay, gate number was, or is, Delta 8. And we have information. Let me just double check what the information is. Information Delta, so we can not acknowledge that we've read that. And then for ground, we have a PDC on EDDF. Pop that one in there and send it through. There we go. We've already filed our flight plan, so that shouldn't be an issue. Now, request has been sent. If we head over to the received messages, I think we'll just make sure it has gone through in a moment's time. Fingers crossed that all works without an issue. Overhead panel. We're going to switch on the master switch and power up the APU. Since we're not boarding anyone, we'll be done pretty much incredibly quick. So, yeah. Oh, what's that airline? Oh, LTU. Cool, not seen them in a while. Obviously, they don't exist anymore, do they? Nice, and set up the APU. We'll just wait for the pre-departure clearance to come through, and then we can start making sure everything is correct. Our PDC has come through, just not on here, which is interesting. Not sure if that's normal or not, but anyway, there it is. So we're cleared to Copenhagen off 25 left via the... it's changed. It's now the Marin 6 hotel departure. So let's just switch that in the FMC. Flight plan departure, it was the 25 left Marin 6 hotel. Insert that. So basically there's not much difference there. It's literally just the other one that I was showing you is pretty much the exact same. We just go south now and then upwards rather than flying across 25 right. So yeah, that's the only difference. Squawk is 1123. So we'll 1123 on the squawk. Make sure that is set to auto. 1123. Next frequency is 121855, and we report ready on 121855. So we're going to accept that one there. Lovely. If I press print, does that actually print? Not by the looks of it. No worries. Anyway, it's been accepted. We've received it and all that stuff. So cool. That's good. That's done. Now we're going to tune in to the ground frequency, which is 121855. And then we're going to get tower ready, which is on 118780. APU bleeds can also come on, and we're going to get GSX ready. Swissport will do. We've got an ETA Airways behind us, and then a Lufthansa A340 landing.
Tower 118.780. 118.780, goodbye.
Not bad, to be fair. That looked pretty decent, actually. Impressed with that. We're ready to request push. Before we do that, we'll go to the checklist page and just make sure it's all good. So load sheet's been checked, takeoff data has been checked as well. MCU is in config. I hope you're not running yet. NA.
Lufthansa 92 Whiskey, Frankfurt apron, hello, pushback approved, facing east.
Pushback approved facing east, Lufthansa 902 Whiskey. Ignition start switch, engine 1. There we go there. And we're going. Oh, there's a TUI there now as well.
Hello.
Very busy today.
Pushback approved, make it facing west, make it a short push, caution.
Do you know what? I'm using my iPad, right, for Navigraph charts, and I tell you what, it's very drains the battery so quick, Navigraph. The things drops the percentage every 2 minutes, pretty much.
Frankfurt apron, good afternoon. LQ 6901, information Delta, requesting clearance to Shannon.
Right, we'll start up engine 3.
LQ 6901, Frankfurt apron, hello, cleared
and
to
we'll start
Shannon
up engine 4 once it gets to 20%.
Flight plan route, number sit to flight level 70,
20. There we go, engine 4 can be started up as well.
LQ 6901, clear to Shannon, Oborka 3 hotel departure, engine flight flight level 70 in squawk 2502.
LQ 6901, read back correct.
I don't know if that's landing over there, is that 600? It sure is. Nice. Oh, there's one going back as well. And engine 4 also available.
Lufthansa 22, Frankfurt apron, hello.
Cool, ignition start switch back to normal. And we'll go to the overhead panel, APU lead, APU off, switch on the taxi lights and the camera and whatnot. Go back to the per page and we're just going to double check. So the trim is 3.1. There we go, and flaps 1. Parking brake set. I might as well switch all of this on now whilst we remember.
Lufthansa 22, confirm
TARA.
for Lima departure.
Okay, for Lima departure.
There's the flaps being set.
Lufthansa 2.
Taxi 25 left, 5 November, no uniform, and hold short uniform 2, Lufthansa 92 Whiskey. Right, let's taxi then. So we're going to 25 left via
707, standby.
November, uniform, and hold short uniform 2. Let's get some flight control check, full left, check, full right, check, full up, full down. Brilliant. Okay, let's taxi. Okay everyone, we are nearly at Romeo 3, just taking a right here on Sierra 4. There we are. Cool, the camera is so shaky, might need to turn down some settings here, mightn't we? There we go. And then Romeo 3. Here we go. That would do.
From the 92 Whiskey behind landing, Airbus A340 lineup runway 25 left and wait behind.
Behind landing Airbus A340 line up and weight 25 left behind Lufthansa 92 Whiskey.
Got a 4 November Tango identified, contact Langen 136
Takeoff. There we go. Where's the landing guy? There he is. It's full of A340s at the moment. We're going to wait for him to arrive and then it'll be our turn. Might get a nice landing view actually. Like that. There he is.
KLM 901 Whiskey, cross uniform 6, taxi to Romeo 3, runway 25 left via uniform Sierra 4 Romeo 3.
Nice, not too bad. Not too bad at all. We can line up now. There we go. All of our lights are on, looking good. We've also got the next
KLM 901 Whiskey,
frequency.
expect instructions on text.
Thing is, this KLM 901 Whiskey, right? We're 902 Whiskey. I'm not sure if it's just by chance or not, but like genuinely that's such a close call sign that I'm actually in shock. Where are they even going? Wouldn't it be funny if they come in with us? No, they're going to New York. And swing it to the left. Nice and wide. Could have went wider again, look at that. It's got a good turning circle, this aircraft.
Lufthansa 457, taxi via Mike 30, cross runway 257.
Hold it there again. Okay, cool. We're going to go 50%. Start the clock. Nose down pressure. Stable. Manflex 71 SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. Unfortunately, we can't do any replays in this one, because it doesn't work. 100 knots checked.
Easy 901, wind 120 degrees, 4 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Rotates. Positive climb. Gear up. Very nice. Now we've got initial climb at 7,000 feet. Ignore the traffic, it seems to be picking up ground movement as well.
Hello, 745, holding point runway 18, ready for departure.
Beautiful.
In the 745, line up and wait, runway 18.
And left runway 18, Junior 745.
Lufthansa 902 Whiskey, identified call Langen 120.155, good day.
120.05, thank you, Lufthansa 92 Whiskey. There we go, we're going to pop in autopilot 1 and thrust climb.
The 95 Alpha, turn right, heading 100. The 95 Alpha, turn now right, heading 110.
Right 110, speed by 95 Alpha.
Langen radar, good afternoon, Lufthansa 92 Whiskey passing 3,300.
92 Whiskey, identified, hello, climb to flight level 130.
Climb to flight level 130, Lufthansa 92 Whiskey.
Under 1 Charlie Romeo, speed 220 knots or less, turn right, heading 360.
130, set.
Right, 330, speed 220 knots or less. Under 1 Charlie Romeo.
There we go, look at that.
To Mike, turn left, heading 300.
Turn left, heading 300, Emirates 52 Mike.
So 623, maintain speed 180 knots exactly until 6 and got into tower, 18 decimal 780, ciao.
180 till 6, and got the tower 187 0, about 635.
No, can't quite put up the flaps just yet. Speed is kind of at that awkward point.
The 95 Alpha, turn right, heading 160.
Right 160, speed by 95
And we're going to select standard pressure.
Right 5 to Mike, turn left, heading 280, clear ILS, Yankee 25 right.
280, cleared ILS, Yankee 25 right, Emirates 52 Mike.
The ground texture's looking good though.
The 95 Alpha, turn right, heading 220, clear ILS 25 left.
Right 220, cleared ILS 25 left, speed by 95 Alpha.
Move 41 Alpha, maintain speed 180 knots or
Just
greater.
the wings are huge, aren't they?
78, ciao.
So big.
Repeat speed again, please, for 95 Alpha.
It was for Lu 41 Alpha. Lu 41 Alpha, speed 180 knots or greater until 6 and contact on 18780.
Okay, flaps up.
Under 1 Charlie Romeo, descend 4000, QNH from 021.
4,000, under 1 Charlie Romeo.
With 95 Alpha, speed 180 knots.
Oh wait, his mic goes quick, quick.
Speed,
Every time he
180,
finishes.
speed by 95 Alpha.
Well everyone, I'm
Flight
going
to Mike, speed
to
180
leave it
knots
there
until
until we get
655.
closer to Copenhagen. Enjoy the flights, and I'll catch you all shortly. Hello everyone, welcome back to the flight deck. So we're going to start planning for the arrival into Copenhagen. We just reached our cruise altitude of flight level 390, and there's also currently ATC on, as you can see. So we're going to be arriving on runway 22 left today, which is this runway right here. We're going to be on the Mona 5 Charlie arrival, which, as you can see, takes us up to Adobe, and it's going to be kind of like a visualize, well, vectors into 22 left from that point. So via XStars, what I put in, as you can also see here. Looking at the arrival charts, have a quick look here. As you can see, we need to be at Monarch, well, that's fine, CH643 at 9,000 feet. So let's just set that into the altitude bug to 9,000 feet. There we go, 9,000 feet is now set there. Then Adobe at 4,000. Beggy also at 4,000 feet as well. So I'm going to now have a look at the approach chart. Looking at this one over here then, we have a final approach course of 217, 2,000 feet there. Missed approaches there, that's okay. Transition flight will be 5,000 feet, as you can see. And then we've got to capture the ILS at a 2,000 feet there. Decision altitude for us is going to be 208 feet. And that's what we need to take from that chart for us to load into the MCDU as well. Once we get onto runway 22 left on the charts here, we should hopefully be able to vacate at about Bravo 4. And then from Bravo 4 we'll taxi up to Bravo and then be somewhere probably over here. I'm not too sure yet, but yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a long taxi. Anyway, that is what we need for our arrival set in, and now let's go wait for top of descent. Welcome back to the flight deck, everyone. So we've just been cleared for the ILS into 22 left, and we need to report when established. We're going to select flaps 2 now. There we go. Should help us out a bit on the speed there. Let's just select about 200 knots. Well, actually, we're only about 10 miles out, so we're going to select 180 for the time being. There we go, got auto brake 2 for arrival, and for some reason it's once again showing the ground spoilers to be out, which is slightly annoying. So there we go, ground spoilers armed, localizer has been captured. And we're established on the localizer now, Defence 92 Whiskey.
Defence 92 Whiskey, contact Tower 118105, bye.
Tower 118105, thanks, have a great evening, Defence 92 Whiskey. Castrop Tower, Defence 92 Whiskey.
Lufthansa 92 Whiskey, Castrop Tower, good evening, the wind 150 degrees at 8 knots, runway 22 left, clear to land.
Runway 22 left, cleared to land, Defence 92 Whiskey. There we go, guys, we've been cleared to land. Let's reduce our speed 160 knots. We're going to pop the gear down and select flaps 3. There we're good. Now we can probably go final landing speed now. So 146, we're going to confirm approach phase and push it in and flaps full. There we go. Although actually we didn't capture the localizer, just realised.
Holding point, runway 22 R via RYS and a cross runway.
Just realised the aircraft didn't capture the glide slope for some reason. Very odd. At least we've got everything configured so we can get down a bit steeper.
2,500.
give it a go. I feel like we could be able to do it. Hopefully. I wonder why I didn't capture it. I saw the localizer capture and then I was like, oh, doing ATC. I didn't realise that the glide slope didn't capture. We'll see if we can get it back on track. It's a nice calm day flying though. It's a bit scary with the nosedive. Passengers were like, what the hell? It's not too bad. Yeah, we're getting it back. There we go. We can ease up on that descent now.
Reynolds 142, request taxi. Reynolds 142, taxi via Lima, Zulu and Alpha, hold short, runway 12.
There we go. Back on profile.
Alpha, runway 22. Reynolds 142, confirm hold short, runway 12. Hold short, runway 12, Reynolds 142.
Skyliner 1396 requesting taxi.
Canadian 1396, taxi via Romeo, hold short Victor.
Romeo, hold short Victor, CM 1396.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
I would love to get a smooth landing in this. I'm yet to get it.
Portugal 856, turn to your right now to join Yankee.
I think maybe you've just got to flare quickly. I think that, because I'm flaring about 40, but I feel like maybe it's just got to be quick, like a quick flare, like really like bring up the nose. Don't know. Anyway, manual braking. Bring in the flaps now. Bring in the ground spoilers, and we'll vacate here to the right. 1 hour 9 minutes altogether. Not too bad. We managed to do it, didn't we? That's the main thing. There we go, vacated. Bravo 4. Take that. Slow it down quite a bit more. And the landing rate was -421, so that was my most hardest landing yet in the 340.
Lufthansa 92 Whiskey, welcome to Copenhagen. For now, taxi via Bravo, hold short Echo 1.
Taxi via Bravo to hold short Echo 1, Lufthansa 92 Whiskey. So Bravo to hold short Echo 1. Where's that? Cross runway 12 to stand Bravo 10 via Bravo Zulu and Mike, Lufthansa 92 Whiskey. There we go, we've got our taxi instructions. So we're going via Bravo, Zulu,
Portugal 856, request
and Mike to Bravo 10. Here we are guys, we're at Bravo 10, turn off those taxi lights. And we're going to line up. There we go. That wasn't too bad, was it? Done that pretty well. Get ourselves on the line here. There we go, look at that. Brilliant. Couldn't be more perfect if I tried. It's a nice amount of traffic here as well. It's quite a decent amount of traffic today. Now we've got no marshal. Oh, there he is. He's in the terminal. So we're just gonna have to try and figure out. The numbers are there. 5.
Witness 142 after departure. Monitor advisory 122.8. The winds 150 degrees at 8 knots. 102 to right clear. Takeoff for bye.
Takeoff from what is right, 7 down.
Might be a bit too far actually. That would do. Yeah, I think that would definitely
Ryanair
do.
4
There we go,
November
parking
Lima,
brakes
Castle
set.
Tower, good evening.
And we're going to
Information
switch
Foxtrot
off
is correct.
engine 1,
Clear
engine 2,
destination, right in
engine
Lango
3 and
2, Charlie
4.
departure, runway 2
And let's
to
just
right.
select a random frequency there. Weather radar can all come off as well. And then we can also switch off the IRSs. This is going to sleep here for the night. We'll switch off the 2 center pumps. And then we can go to the ground, where is it? Ground services, and connect up all of this stuff here. A and B, APU off, beacon light off, and the seatbelt signs can also come off. There we have it, everybody. Welcome to Copenhagen Airport from Frankfurt in the beautiful Lufthansa Airbus A340-600. I have to say, I really do enjoy this aircraft. I know there's a few little bugs here and there, but personally, I do quite enjoy it. Some point we'll do a long haul in it. I don't know when, but yeah, sometime we will. If you want to request any flights, guys, you can do so in the link in the description below. And obviously, if you are a member of the channel, you can press join, and you do get prioritized flight requests. So when you put through a flight request, it goes straight to the top of the list for me to do. I think I've got about 6 at the moment to film. But I will get through them, don't you worry. Guys, until next video or next stream, I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.